and it's time to get into some fitting here, and we're going to talk about the big stick, the driver. I know I got your attention now, and we just saw it there. Jimmy Walker, 42-inch driver. Brooke Henderson up around 46 inches. I know you're very passionate about the length of the driver. What should our viewers consider?
Travis, you know, we just saw two of the best players in the world, and compare that to the average 20 handicap that you and I will see on a daily basis. Walking into a store, buying a driver today, that standard, you know, might be in the 45 to 46 inch range. And here we're seeing Jimmy with a 42-inch long driver, talking about how much more consistent he hits the golf ball in the face and how many more drives he hits in play as a result of going to that shorter length.
So the longer driver, what you've seen with the mid-handicap and even the single digit is that the ball would roam on the face a little bit. They would lose some distance. Shorter drivers catch it more solid.
Absolutely. Think about it like pounding nails with a hammer. The longer you go with the hammer, at some point there's diminishing return. You get so far away from the nail that you just can't hit it solid anymore.
Right, right. Now, I was hitting some shots earlier in the break, and I'm about half exhausted here, and we were having some fun, and we're going to pull up those shots here. Now, my driver, go ahead and take a look at this here, Anna. My driver was 44 and a half. I actually just shortened mine 1 inch for control. And take us through what just happened here with my 4 shots.
So Travis was hitting a few balls with his driver, and the first 2 shots kind of went high and a little right. And as everybody does, including the best players in the world, we all make compensations. So you see a couple of shots go dead right, you pull the third one in the orange line dead left, and then I had you choke down on the driver a good half an inch to an inch. And the last shot that he hit went dead straight, middle of the fairway, center cut on a rope. And that just illustrates exactly my point. The shorter driver is easier to hit in the center of the face, and it's easier to hit in play consistently.
So the learning curve here, a longer driver, more club head speed, ball can roam on the face, ball speed goes down. Shorter driver, maybe not quite as much club head speed, but more center contact, ball speed goes up. Is that accurate?
Exactly right. You hit it more solid, ball speed numbers will increase.
So our viewers at home, they got a long driver. Say they went out, they purchased a 45-inch driver, right? And they're hitting maybe their buddy's 44 or 43 better. Do you recommend that they grip down, or should they just go and get a whole new shaft at that length?
Well, do an experiment at first. Go ahead and choke down on your driver and see what happens. Just hit a couple of shots with it and see what it's like before you stick it in the saw and chop it off.
I got to try it again. I got to try this again here. So
you got it.
I'm going 44.5-inch driver. I'm going to grip down about an inch. And what I've noticed is you were coaching me up here. When I grip down, I have to get in closer. And my tendency is I get too far from it. And as a teacher, I see that a lot with longer drivers. They'll get too far from it.
Absolutely.
And the tendency is the ball will roam on the face. So I'm gripping down. I'm down here at 42 like Jimmy. Give it a go here. And that'll play right there, right?
Down the right edge.
I didn't catch it all. Let's try that one more time. So someone comes in, they've got, at your academy, you've got a lot of different lengths drivers for them to try, is that?
Yeah, and in fact, I've actually screwed, in some of these adjustable drivers, I've screwed 3 wood shafts into the driver head and saw better results with several students at 43.5 inches. So, yeah, with the adjustable drivers, it's easy. It's easy to make those experiments.
What kind of advice would you give our viewers when they go do a driver fitting? What are maybe 2 questions that you would recommend that they ask?
Number 1, how much distance can I honestly, truly expect from a driver fit properly? And number 2, what's more important? Is it really the distance, or is it how accurately you hit it on a consistent basis? I really think those are the 2 most important questions when it comes to the longest club in the bag.
Good stuff. Really appreciate it.
Travis, my pleasure.
All right, we're going to do more later on as well that you'll be able to see in upcoming shows, but great stuff. The driver's so important. You've got to get the right length.